It's 10 trivia questions on all things Elvis to kick off Classic Trivia Week. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Budds. Thanks for checking out the show and leaving iTunes reviews and becoming a Patreon subscriber at patreon.com/trivia with Buds. We have a new patron as of last week, and that is Scott Holmes. Welcome to the community, Scott Holmes. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon. Be like Scott and throw a few bucks at the show every month if you dig it. Maybe you listen to it every Monday through Friday. Maybe you save them up and you only listen to the ones you like. Whatever you do, I'm glad you do it. This is a new feature. We're going to do once a month a themed week. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I thought it'd be fun to do this. I got an email from a listener named Joanne, and she said, "Hi, Ryan, you're awesome, and I've been listening for a while. I love the themes and your commentaries. If anything, I'd like to see some more classic TV or classic pop trivia, like some of the ones you've done in the past. And I loved when you and your mom played trivia together. I did well on her questions. Anyway, good work, and I'm glad I found this podcast." Joanne's email it starts with the word grandma. So, Joanne, thank you so much for listening, and I'm glad you liked the show. And this week is inspired by your email. So, classics trivia is what we're doing this week. We're kicking things off with Elvis today, so we've got some Elvis trivia. And if you like older stuff like this, sort of vintage trivia topics, make sure you listen the rest of the week. And then next month, we'll do a different theme at some point for one of the weeks, and those 5 quizzes will all be about Batman, or they'll all be about colors or something like that. So it should be fun to kind of theme these weeks once a month. Before we jump into today's trivia, here's your Geek Out Challenge card. We have movies. Name 2 films in which a submarine appears. For television, 4 animated birds. For books, 2 titles by Danielle Steele. For music, 6 songs about animals. And for miscellaneous, 4 celebrities who have been made into a cartoon. So that's your little warm-up card. Hopefully you're warmed up and ready to go. We've got 11 questions coming your way on Elvis right now. Here we go. It's Elvis Trivia. I have not seen the new Baz Luhrmann movie, but I saw it's available to rent on my TV now, and it looked really good. And speaking of my mom in the intro, she liked the movie quite a bit, and she hates everything. So every movie she sees, she's like, eh. But she saw Elvis, and she thought it was great, so I can't wait to see it. Hopefully it's on one of the free streaming things very soon. Here's number 1. In 1956, Elvis starred in his first movie called Love Me Blank. Number 1, fill in the blank. 1956, Elvis starred in his first movie called Love Me Blank. Number 2, besides the U.S., what is the only other country Elvis ever performed in? Besides the United States, what's the only other country home to an Elvis live performance? Number 3, Elvis is distantly related to what 39th president of the United States? Number 3, Elvis is distantly related to what 39th president? Number 4, in what movie does Elvis play guitar while a boy with leg braces dances? Number 4, in what movie does Elvis play guitar while a boy with leg braces dances? Number 5, which alliterative song earned Elvis his first gold record? Number 5, which alliterative song earned Elvis his first gold record? Number 6, for his big 1968 comeback show, what was the color of Elvis's suit on stage? Big comeback show, 1968, what was the color of Elvis's suit? Number 7, Elvis sang a song that took inspiration from Italian folk music. Which song was it? Number 8, in which category did Elvis win all 3 of his Grammy Awards? Number 8, in which category did Elvis win all 3 of his Grammy Awards? Number 9, Elvis memorized every line from which George C. Scott movie? Elvis loved which George C. Scott movie so much that he memorized every line? Number 9. Number 10, true or false, Elvis was famous for his many encore performances at his live shows. Number 10, true or false, Elvis was famous for his many encores. And your bonus question for 2 points, training in Memphis, what non-musical endeavor did Elvis earn in 1960? Training in Memphis, what non-musical endeavor did Elvis earn in 1960? Those are all your questions on the king of rock and roll. We'll be right back with the answers after this. We're back with the answers to Elvis Trivia. Hopefully you are shaking your hips in anticipation to see if you got all 11 questions right. Number 1, in 1956, Elvis starred in his first movie called Love Me Tender. Love Me Tender was the movie, 1956. Number 2, besides the U.S., what's the only other country Elvis ever performed in? Canada. Never left the North America area and only performed in the U.S. and Canada, which I did not know until I read that fact. I thought he was, all over the world, globetrotting. He was famous all over the world, but only performed in the U.S. and Canada. Number 3, Elvis is distantly related to the 39th president, Jimmy Carter. Must be some sort of peanut butter connection. Peanut farmer, peanut butter. Number 3, Elvis loved those peanut butter sandwiches. Number 4, in what movie does Elvis play guitar while a boy with leg braces dances? Sort of a fictionalized scene in the movie Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Forrest says his mom had all these different guests at the house, and this one brought a guitar case with him. Number 4, Forrest Gump. Number 5, which alliterative song earned Elvis's first gold record? H.H. Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Hotel. Number 6, for his big 1968 comeback show, what was the color of his suit? Black. It was a black suit. Number 7, Elvis sang a song that took inspiration from Italian folk music. It was called It's Now or Never. It's Now or Never. Number 8, in which category did Elvis win his 3 Grammy Awards? Gospel. The answer is gospel for all 3 of them. And number 9, the George C. Scott movie was Patton. Patton. And George C. Scott famously, or I guess infamously, refused his Oscar win for that movie. He said, I don't compete against other actors. So they gave it to him, and he said, no thanks. Elvis memorized every line from the movie Patton with George C. Scott. And we have number 10. Number 10 on your list here was a true-false question. Elvis was famous for his many encores. Is that true or false? That is false. He never did encores. Didn't want to do those. And the bonus for 2 points, training in Memphis. What non-musical endeavor did Elvis earn in 1960? It was his black belt in karate. Black belt in karate. So there you go. A bunch of fun Elvis trivia. And I am trying to find, I'm Googling in the background, my favorite Elvis album is called If I Can Dream. It's a compilation album by Elvis and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. So check that out. It is very, very cool. And I like that quite a bit. There's also another one called, this is, let's see, I'm still searching here. It came out in 2015. It's also orchestra music accompanying Elvis stuff. It's the same one. Okay. So what's cool about this one, if you're looking for a good Elvis album, is they have modern performers that will do duets with him, where it sounds like they recorded it together. So it's like Michael Bublé doing Fever with the orchestra and Elvis. That's an amazing mashup. So check that out. It's called If I Can Dream. That's my favorite Elvis album. And also his number 1 hits, of course, is really good. But there you go. Joanne, I hope you had fun playing along with that episode today to kick off Classics Week. And keep listening because we have more fun Classics-themed episodes. Howdy Doody, the TV show, coming up later this week. August in History, So we got some old facts for you and tons more fun stuff. We've got your fact of the day. The fact of the day is just setting up my Twitter was the first ever tweet that was tweeted. Just setting up my Twitter, the first ever tweet. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for supporting the show on Patreon at patreon.com/trivia with Buds. And we'll see you next time for more trivia with me. Cheers.